Hello YouTube again, it's the same day as the last video of Eldarya that I recorded, so this is part 3 of episode 4 of the game. Let's continue. Girls, but what are you doing back so soon? Well, actually we weren't able to bring back much. You couldn't bring anything back? Well, I guess we sort of forgot to write down what to get. Miko! We thought we would remember everything. So you really didn't get anything? Not exactly. Look, we brought you a flower. She held out a pretty purple flower. Oh, that's nice. Are you serious? What have you been doing all this time then? You know, there were a bunch of companions in the forest. They were too cute, so we tried to pet one and... I see. Miko looks helpless in front of the two girls. I don't feel very well. The girls looked at her exasperated. Well, let's move on. What are you doing with Human? So you've already seen her. That's what I've been trying to tell you since the beginning. We ran into her. She was in the middle of a circle of mushrooms. We thought it'd be best to bring her to you. I looked at the rabbit. She didn't look well. She's always sick and it's very funny. Ikar, stop stressing. Go rest. No, it's okay. I'll go work a bit. The young rabbit girl left the room. Why was she so stressed? Is she always like that? I'm gonna say distressed. Because it's Ikar! Still, we don't know who is Ikar. Haha, don't worry, you'll get used to it. I hope. Human, can you leave us, please? Oh yes, I can imagine you two have to talk. I left the room and headed towards the forest. Now I can look for that stupid sap. Yes, finally, and the sap is right there on the tree. It's a maple syrup! Welcome to Canada. Here is some sap. I'm going to bring all of this to Ezreal. Now you don't want to. Suddenly I heard a noise on my right. Come on. I found myself in front of a giant tree. Even with the noise, I wasn't scared by the idea of running into a wild creature. Not yet, at least. Something moved in the bush not far from me. I was less and less reassured by the situation. Ask if someone is there. Okay, that's very stupid though. Who's there? Like no one's gonna answer you. The noises in the bush got louder. Come out, I'm armed, and I won't hesitate to defend myself. That is also stupid. I was completely surprised when the man that led me out of that cell came out from behind the bush. Welcome back, dude. He pointed his finger to a hollow in the tree behind him, then told me to shh again by putting a finger on his lips before disappearing. How dare you shush us? I leaned towards the tree and stretched out my arm to take what was inside. When I took my hand out, I was holding a little blue stone. Again. Another piece of the grand crystal. I didn't know what to think about everything that was happening to me. The members of the Guard of El didn't seem to appreciate this man I had already run into very much. I didn't really understand their conflict, but what I did know was that he was trying to help me. But why? Because it's fun. I should keep this meeting a secret. I'm scared about what the others will think. I'll give them the crystal once the test is complete, just before I go home. You will never go home! What don't you understand? Grr. It's annoying. It's like, no, you will not go home. Why do you keep on saying you'll go home? Ezreal is still reading. Here, I have everything. I looked at Ezreal without saying a word. Well, please, excuse me, but I haven't finished preparing your test. I guess you don't want me around. Exactly. Okay, I understand. I'll come back later. Yay. So, did Ezreal finish the test? No, he asked me to take a walk while waiting. Okay, are you nervous? Not really, I mean, I'm just a human. True, I don't see what you could be otherwise. Are there a lot of different creatures here? You have no idea. I bet there are fairies then. Yes, you can see them once in a while. Are there a cliche as a description from my world? What happened to them? I like fairies. You should probably say the cliche, it's funny. Cliche? Yes, small with sparkles and tiny little translucent wings. There are all different kinds of fairies. Oh? Big ones, little ones, some of them look like humans, others not at all. Maybe you are fairy too. I don't think so. We'll see. Brr, you will see nothing. You aren't too worried about the results? No, not really. How do you know about that? Really? Yeah, I mean, I know I'm just a human. If I were you, I wouldn't count my Draflael egg before they hatch. Okay, if you say so. What a weird expression. She looks worried. She's always worried. And you should ask her what's wrong, because that's the right thing to do. What's wrong? Nothing. Are you sure? Absolutely. She left without another word. How dare you leave? Now we need to find the other one. Where are y'all? What? The test, what did it reveal? Bro, did we just skip a dialogue without any reason? Alright. Oh, it's not ready yet. Ezreal told me to wait a bit more. I would really be surprised if you turn out to be a fairy. Really? Why? You really smell like a human. Stop! Ikar said the same thing. She said nothing. She's back? Yes, I saw her in the forest and I bet she took you straight to Miko. Yeah, he rolled his eyes. She's a funny girl. I don't really know her that well. What is she exactly? She's a brownie. Okay, that's a beautiful name. Where I come from, that's the name of a cake. What is it here? A fairy species, and actually you've already met one. Who? Guess. I want to say... Gotta say Caro. Aww. Almost. He has horns too. Oh, Mary then. To be fair, I was like everything but Jamun, so I just took the most random one. Yes. It's strange though. Ikar and Mary don't look alike. There are several subspecies of brownies. Oh, okay. Maybe it's you? No way, I'm human! No, you're not. It's funny to say that you are not a human when you are a human. How funny. I don't know, I haven't had the chance to get to know you more profoundly. I looked away from him. I could feel my cheeks turning red. Stop! No. Stop doing that. So, are you done? Yes, I'm finished. What do I have to do? I mean, how do I take the test? A drop of blood? Do I have to blow into a device? Nothing very special. Just go find Miko for me. Why is that? I would just prefer her to be here so she can see that you are just a human. At least we agree on something. I'll have to look for Miko. She's surely in the crystal room. Of course she is. She's everywhere but her room. What do you need? Ezreal is going to have me take the test. He wants you to be there to see the results. Oh well. Miko left her stuff to Jamin and walked with me into the lab. No. I don't want to go. When I arrived, Valken and Neva were already there. Why is everyone there? Now that everyone is here, I can prove to you that I'm human. I can do this. As if there was a doubt about that. She is human. For once, we completely agree. Ezreal, stop. So what do I have to do? Give me your hand. I'm going to apply the mixture to it. If there is a reaction, it means you are a fairy. Since you are human, though, nothing will happen. Will it hurt? No, I don't think so. Why you smile like that? He applied the potion on the palm of my hand. I couldn't feel anything. How long does it take for the result to show? It's instantaneous, right? Usually, yeah. You do this test often. We've already welcomed a few humans in the past. What was the reaction? Nothing extraordinary. Okay. In any case, you would have already seen it if you were anything other than human. So I'm definitely just a human. Absolutely. He turned towards Miko. So my dear friend, you see, this girl is perfectly human. As I've said since the beginning, there is no trace of fairy blood in her. As yet again what's going... My hand started burning literally. A green flame was burning strongly in my palm and died down as the potion evaporated. By reflex, I screamed, terrified by what was happening to me. Human, are you alright? Yeah, I think so. Are you hurt? No, not at all. I yelled so loudly, now I feel ridiculous. I can't believe it. You are wrong! Yay! So what were you saying? That you were right. That she isn't a fairy. Wait, what does this mean? They all looked at me in the most serious manner. You definitely have fairy blood in you. Haha, no way. The test is final. If the flame appears, it means you have fairy blood in you. No, it's false. It's not possible. I refuse to believe it. How could I be one of them? I had already lived in my world and I was just a normal girl. There must have been a mistake. After explaining to me that I couldn't retake the test and that what happened was chemical reaction to the mana in my body, I asked everyone to leave me alone to breathe. I needed to think about everything. To realize what just happened to me, I decided to get some fresh air in the garden. Nah, don't go. How fun to be told that you are not something you believed in. Not really. Oh, come on, why does it keep on skipping dialogues? Oh, what's wrong? Did you lose your companion? Haha, no, it's fine. I just got some bad news is all. What's that? I'm not human. Well, not entirely. I'm also part fairy. You're like me then. That's great. You think so? Well, yes, that means you can stay here forever. How can I explain to him that I don't want to stay here forever? Say, Mary, your companion isn't with you? No, I don't know where it is. Don't tell me you lost your companion again. Haha, he's with my mom. They went for a walk, but I saw a butterfly on the flower and you got lost? Yes. Do you want me to help you find them? Yes, please. Oh, here you are. Were you looking for me? Yes, I saw you leave the room. I was worried. Oh, sorry, I wasn't feeling very well. That's normal. It's not every day you learn that you aren't what you thought you were. Yeah. What are you going to do? Mary lost his mother. I was going to help him find her. You should probably go see Miko. She has lots to tell you. I can imagine. Do you feel ready? Do I really have the choice? Not really. I'll take Mary to his mother for you. If Mary agrees, that's okay with me. Carol turned towards Mary, who followed him without hesitating. What an easy child. Very easy child. Always trust everyone he sees. I had to go see Miko so she could tell me more about me. With this new information, I wasn't really sure who I was anymore. The reasons I arrived in this world, this positive fairy test result, which for me was more of a failure. I arrived in the room with all the doors and hesitated for a moment before entering the alchemy lab again. Yeah, sure, go inside. Just when I was going to enter the lab, Ezreal. Beautiful name, Ezreal. Opened the door. I took a few steps back to let him pass. Oh, you are just the person we've been waiting for. I know, I heard that Miko was looking for me. I'm quite surprised about that you are a fairy. Oh, me too. I don't think I fully realized it. I can understand that. You definitely don't have the presence of a fairy. And I thought he was being nice for once. Well, are you coming in? Miko was here. She looked at me quite sternly. Sorry, I had to get some air. I can understand that. Oh? We are all surprised that you are a fairy, so I can only imagine how you must feel. What's wrong? You are never going to believe me, but I found another piece of the crystal. What? I held out the piece of the crystal so they could see. I found it in a hole in the tree. How did you know it was there? It's complicated, You can tell us about it when you feel ready to do so. We have more important things to do. I didn't even see him come in the room. Miko, I just heard that this young girl has fairy blood in her veins. Who told you that? News travels fast here. Ikar, she can't help but spread gossip. But I guess it seems that isn't completely human. I don't understand it myself. Aside from the color of her eyes, she is quite common. I wonder what type of alien being she is. I also wonder about how easily she has been finding pieces of the Grand Crystal. She hasn't found that many. 2 in a few hours. That's as much as the entire garden in a few weeks. Wait a minute. How do you not know what type of alien being I am? And actually, what is a alien being? A alien being is a hybrid. It's a being that is part human and part fairy. Okay, I see. You can't use my blood to figure out what type of being I am? No, without a physical marker or a particular skill, it's very hard to determine the species. The fact that you are almost entirely human and that you've only lived with humans makes it even harder. We don't know Valkian species, for example. Really? So you're a alien too? I've lived here my whole life. I'm more fairy than human. The situation is completely crazy. So this was it for this part of the video. So yeah, see you in the next one.